Ladies and gentlemen, did you guys enjoy Doug's speech?
Yes!
Very good. I've been helping Doug a little bit with his speech, and one of the biggest things that I try to do, the only thing I'm pretty much good for, is humor. Trying to add a little bit of humor into his speech. Did you guys find his speech very funny?
There were like some funny moments.
Yeah, it's good to have a funny speech, right? But I believe not all speeches need to be funny. And so the more I listened to it today and see his performance, I was kind of convinced that it doesn't really need to be funny. Now I just hope that the judges agree with that as well tomorrow. But it really doesn't matter, because sometimes competing on the stage is not about winning, especially when it's a speech like this. And he's giving it to really connect with the audience and also to share his life experiences. A lot of times that is a lot more healing and a lot more helpful for people than just going up there and doing what the judges want so you can win. So I'm very convinced that Doug's gonna do a great job tomorrow. This is the most polished I've ever heard this particular speech. And some of the things that I really liked today was, number one, first time I've heard him on the stage speaking without a mic. His voice quality was excellent. The steadiness and the volume. Number two, I really liked throughout his speech, he had this thread that connected every single story all the way to the end in the summary of the entire points. What was that thread? Do you guys remember?
Detour.
The detour, that's right, the decisions in the detour. And he mentioned that throughout, which really strengthens his core value, and I think he did a great job there. And the summarizing of the points, his wife, his child, his life, his home, it really brought us back to his whole entire speech and what he's really talking about. So that was some of the strengths I really liked in his speech. Now, I'm here to give you some suggestions, and he's competing tomorrow. So I'm not gonna take his speech and turn it upside down and go, you should do this and that. I'm gonna give you some really simple things I think you could probably incorporate tomorrow. The first one is more about body language. There's a particular point in your speech in the beginning where you talked about the mole, and you said right here. But then your eyes were looking at the audience, and the audience tries to maintain eye contact with you. So I would suggest that when you point to something so important in your speech, that you kind of look down at it just for a few seconds, okay? Also, the story where you had when you were about to walk out that door, I feel like that's almost like a divine intervention. Something just didn't feel right. I shouldn't leave. I felt something that pulled me back. I think if you were to add a little bit of that, it would make it a lot more special. And I'll leave it there for now, and I will see the red card. Thank you very much, General Evaluator.